Hey guys, how's it going? So this evening I'd like to give you a tour of all the Christmas decorations we've put up inside, plus a couple of things outside that we did together, and I told you I would show you what they looked like once it was dark enough, and we haven't done it yet. And I don't think our Christmas light tour got in close enough on some of those projects to really show them off, so we're gonna do that as well. Now cameras don't do the best job when it's dark out, so I thought especially once we're inside, I might show you a picture of what each of these areas looks like during the day versus at night. But you know, most of these things are lit with Christmas lights, and there's nothing more magical than looking at them when it's dark enough to really appreciate them. So I'm gonna start by turning these off. I only had them on so it was bright enough to start this tour, so we're gonna pop those off quick. Our fire is roaring in here. Starting off right here in the portico, we got this done when it was daylight still. So, you know, you just really can't get the whole picture when you can't see all the twinkle lights. Plus I've got the lights off on either side of the door. Carriage lights are off. You can see the fire just roaring inside in the fireplace. I just absolutely love how this turned out so much. Another project we worked on together are these containers right outside the portico, and we puddled some lights around the base of the stems, and you can absolutely see them. You can see our painted hydrangeas in there. I just wanted them to have kind of a subtle glow, and that's what we got. Really, they're not, you know, really super duper bright, but it makes them a little bit more visible, a little bit more noticeable. So right next to them, we've got all of these multicolor lights. I love those. Another, oh my goodness. Okay, so another project we worked on are these containers on the outside of the Persephone garden. And I think they're called Starburst lights. They've got multiple different settings. And I set them the first night to where they were just still like that, like they're showing right now. But every time they turn off and on, and all of our lights, they go off at 9:30 p.m. every night and then turn on at dusk the next day. They reset and they just go through the demo mode and show all the different features of the Starburst light. So we're getting like multiple different styles of light show out here. And while I would prefer they stay on either a really slow fade in and out like they're doing right now, or just a static shot, it's okay that they kind of blink. You can see that one over there doing its thing. Oh boy. That setting doesn't last too long. Okay, two more things outside here. I just wanted to show you the Hartley from the outside. I know we already looked at this on the inside when it was dark out, but I just want to show you how gorgeous it is in there. Oh, I love it so much. So that is one of the trees that we decorated earlier on. There's a lot of lights going on around it though. A lot of reflection, but oh, love that tree. And then right back here by our shade porch, I put these out, Samantha and I did one evening. And they've got these kind of twinkle lights. I've had these almost the entire time Aaron and I have been married. So I usually feel like I want to use them somewhere. I think they look really pretty. And then you can see our back kitchen entrance right here. I forgot to turn off that light, so excuse that. But it's looking very festive with the lit trees and the red ribbon. All right, let's head in. Look at that fire. Oh, I love it. I love how our mantle turned out, you guys. Look at how beautiful at night. Just one strand of Christmas lights up there. And if you look to my right, you can see a couple of white poinsettias. You can see our great room tree, which is our main tree. And we did decorate this one together, but let's take a look at what it looks like during the day. You really can see a lot more detail in the ornaments. You can see more of the ornaments because it's just brighter and more visible, but not quite as magical as it is at night. And I love coming down here in the morning when it's still dark and enjoying this tree. But this tree has a lot of special ornaments to me. I mean, ornaments that my parents have given me, ornaments that we have collected over the years, over our married years. It has our garden answer ornaments. There's the iris right there, echinacea, rose. There's ornaments that you guys have sent out that are absolutely stunning. And just a bunch of beautiful sparkly things. I focus mostly on gold, silver, and just a little splash of red in this tree. And then looking from this side, you can see what the mantle looks like. Oh, I just love it. And it was so easy. I mean, it took me like 20 minutes to put this one together just because we didn't have to move out the champagne buckets with the branches. Those have been there for almost an entire year. Popped up some faux garland, and I did tuck some pine cones and oranges in there. It's really simple. Added the ribbons to the lamps, which I thought was needed because usually when I do projects, I've got something like draped in front. to kind of break up that larger like area of stone. And there wasn't enough garland to do that. So I thought, well, we could soften that with just a little bit of ribbon and just bring a little bit more sheen, a little bit more texture to the arrangement. And I just love how it turned out. I've got my Santa pillows out. I've got a tree pillow on the couch. There's one of the white poinsettias and then another one over there on that small table. And then over here is where we set up the nativity. I still haven't brought in some lights for the garland around here, but we did set this up together. I don't even think I had the garland out at that point. So it does look softer having that down, but I'm going to add a strand of lights, which I have in the house. I should go grab them. Anyway, maybe we'll do that in the end. But I love the white poinsettia. I love this whole set. I think they're just gorgeous. And circling back, you can see how gorgeous the stockings are. I can't remember where I ordered these, but I splurged and got them embroidered with our names. I thought that was really fun. I've always loved that look. A straight on view of the tree. Also the kids' advent calendars. Benjamin has a Lego Star Wars one where he gets to do a little just like a little build every day to where it ends up creating some kind of a scene. And then Samantha's is fun. Let me show you the inside. There's little present boxes and each one's numbered. So she's did 3 days and she's so excited about it. It's got things like hair barrettes and lip gloss and, you know, all the girly things that she loves. Looking through our kitchen, you can see our blue and white tree here to the left and our vintage tree up in the landing. You can also see that I still have a fall garland lit up in the window. And that is because I utilized all of our faux garlands in other projects, and I'm at a point where I don't want to really go out and spend more on more Christmas stuff at this point. So I'm just going to leave the fall garland up. I love the look of it. I love how cozy and warm those colors are. I love the twinkle lights, and I think it just kind of fits in with everything. We're going to go with it. You can also see the fire from this side. It's a three-way fireplace. So the front has the big door, and then the 2 other sides are small like this, and it's interesting. I don't have to, but I do clean the glass like every other day, and the whole glass piece comes out individually. Like you have to unscrew these things right here and then take this outer iron piece off, and then the glass comes out just in a piece of glass. And I have to take it to the sink and wash it, but I think it's 100% worth it so that we've got a crystal clear view of the fire. I love to see it. But here's the blue and white tree with the one red ribbon in there. Oh my gosh, I gotta switch that out. I have the ribbon inside. I brought it in, I just haven't swapped it yet. And the lights are kind of looking a little yellowish, like yellowy green, but they're definitely warm white in real life. Our camera does weird stuff sometimes. But let's take a look at what this one looks like during the day. Again, you can see a lot more of detail in the ornaments, but I love looking at it at night. And I thought it would be weird to have 2 trees so close together, but I don't think it's weird at all. The more the merrier. And we've added some really fun ornaments to this one this year. There's a nutcracker. There's this nutcracker. Let's see. Melinda sent us out these blue and white birds as well as these blue and white pumpkins last year. What other ones did I add? I added these blue nutcrackers right here. The blue and white Santa. And let's see this one right here. And, oh, I love this one. Got this down at the garden center. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I just use a piece of the blue, dark blue velvet fabric that we bought when we decorated the church some years back. I use that in all kinds of different situations. So I just puddle a little bit at the bottom. It looks black in the camera, but it's definitely not. It's kind of a royal blue color. Okay, here on our kitchen island, we have our display of amaryllis, which is not much of anything at this point. Oh my goodness, I hope they get with it. I can see their buds, but they're just growing so slow. My mom picked me up some of these beautiful vintage ornaments to add to our vintage tree. She gave them to me today. I haven't had a chance to put them on yet, but I thought I would show you. They're so pretty. I have just enjoyed this tree so incredibly much. I love the shape of it. I love the colors. And I'm not sure that I showed you all of the presents. Now, these aren't real presents. They're fake. There's nothing in those boxes. But we can pretend that they're full of stuff. And I'll just store them and use them in here from year to year. I love this metal tree skirt. So I got the tree and the tree skirt from Vintage Holidays, the name of the Instagram account. And then I've picked up all kinds of ornaments, some down at the garden center, some on our antiquing trip. You guys have sent some out. And I've done a vintage tree for some amount of years at this point. So I already had a number of these as well. And I even ordered in this wrapping paper special because I thought it had more of a vintage feel to it. And I'll probably wrap our regular presents in that too. Also, one thing about this tree is that Russell has claimed a spot. I'm surprised he's actually not in here. right now. That's because he's in the massage chair. He loves the massage chair. Russell, what are you doing? Anyway, I put presents all the way around inside this metal tree skirt, except for right here, because Russell likes to get in there and sleep. It's kind of cute to see like a little ball of orange fur down there from time to time. Look at the view down through the kitchen and into the great room. Love that. I didn't do a tremendous amount in this room. Couple of red poinsettias in here. There's Russell. Hey, buddy. I have a little mini tree here that does have glass ornaments. They are real. I think some of my lights have gone out in this tree, but I'm not really willing to pull it apart yet. Probably at the end I'll pull it apart. These are all wired on so tightly that it's going to be a project. You can see all the lights outside. I put one of our amaryllis arrangements here, and then also a couple on pillars on either side of this fireplace. Another look at that vintage tree from this angle. Love that. But this is the piano room. Spend quite a lot of time in here. I love it. And this is where we did the nutcracker tree. The kids and I worked on this one. And the mantle is nutcracker as well. So let's take a look at what they look like during the daytime. Here's the mantle. And I just love this fireplace. It's just so neat. And then here's the tree in the daytime. Oh, looks like something went on right here. What in the world? I'm using way too big of a tree skirt for this tiny little tree to begin with. There we go. So our nutcracker tree is just full of nutcracker themed ornaments and some other filler type ornaments, and they are glass. I know this because I broke a couple this year. I don't know what the deal is this year. I've broken a number of ornaments, but we've got different styles of nutcracker ornaments. Some have legs that swing. Some of them came from the dollar store, these nutcrackers, and you'll notice a number of these on the tree, and I just hot glued some jute twine to the top. I've got really pretty ribbon on this one, dark green and red, and then I backed it with kind of like this red glitter netting. And this one I actually have a topper on. I don't use a topper on most of our trees. It's a little cockeyed, but that's all right. Russell, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Got a poinsettia on that pillar over there. Couple Christmassy. Oh, Russell, get down. No, bud. Christmas plaid pillow in there. And then I've got two tables right next to each other, which I wouldn't normally do, but I had to move this larger table out of the landing in order to fit the vintage tree. It fits in real well here. And I was able to put my firelight hydrangeas and a couple of nutcrackers, some other things in here. I think I've picked up all of these pictures on antiquing forays. Got a little lit tree here in our entryway with just little glass ornaments. There's an angel and a snowman. There's a stocking, a whole bunch of little glass balls. And I like the little gold beaded garland. I actually bought this at an antique store, completely all put together. It had lights, it had all of the beaded garland wired to it, and all of the ornaments wired as well. I did end up having to take the lights out the next year, so they didn't all work, and put new ones in, but it's kind of fun. A poinsettia down here. Another look at the vintage tree as we head toward the Santa tree. And that's down here in our dining room. Now we just finished this tablescape. So let's take a look at what it looks like during the day. And isn't it beautiful at night? Oh, with the lights. I wasn't able to show you that when we finished it because it was still daylight out. Oh, I enjoyed this project so much. You can see the other side of our fireplace over there. I love the centerpiece. You kind of get just a January winter vibe from this. It'll take us through the rest of winter instead of just stopping right after Christmas. And then we have our Santa tree. You can see it better from this angle right here. Let's take a look at what it looks like during the day. And here's how it looks at night. You can see I used ribbon on this one. I do on some trees and I don't on others. It depends on how many ornaments I have. And Santa ornaments, I don't have as many as I do others. So ribbon is a really good filler, but we've got some really fun things. This is one of my favorite ornaments. My mom got this for me. Look at the hot air balloon with the little Santa. They carried these down at the garden center one year and I thought they had sold out. I was so bummed, but I didn't know she had already pulled one for me. It's so fun. And some of these we made during one of our dollar store Christmas tree challenges. So I bought some Christmas cards and some dollar store frames and just hot glued some ribbon to them. So we've got the Merry Christmas, greetings, and peace and joy down there. You can see Santa right there. And there's just a whole bunch of fun ones. Santa on a mirror, Santa in a snow globe. One or two of these really gorgeous Santas you guys have sent out. And then I've picked up a couple as well. This one's kind of hanging out a little bit too far. Look at this right here. I love that. I did pick up this one down at the garden center this year, Joy. And in this corner, you can see I've got a very discolored dried orange wreath that I made years ago. It's on a cardboard back. We hung it on this mirror, and it was very beautiful and bright orange for, like, I don't know, a year or two, and now it's kind of turning dark. I probably should replace it, do another one, but I really like the colors there. And I've got one of our amaryllis arrangements down there with some candles and a white amaryllis. Okay, we are upstairs now. I didn't do a whole lot up here. I've got a few carolers. I actually have a few more in a tub. I just haven't found them yet. That I can add to this display and add some twinkle lights. And then right here we've got Benjamin's tree, which is so fun. Multicolored lights, multicolored paper chain is kind of what we used for ribbon. There is a star that lights up on the top, and he's actually bought with his own money the nice ornaments that the garden center has. Some really beautiful ones. And then I gave him a few of the ornaments that I had ordered for the vintage tree just to hang up here because he loved them. And on this table right here, we have a tree. It's just a tabletop tree that's got U.S. Mint ornaments on it. And they're really quite hard to see a little bit. They're gorgeous. Aaron is a coin collector, so he's collected some of the ornaments that the U.S. Mint puts out. I wonder if you can see that one right there. 2021 United States Mint. I thought it'd be fun to dedicate a tree to that, so we can just build on this as the collection grows. When I ordered this tree, just like a little 3-foot tabletop tree, it came with a bag full of just really inexpensive plastic balls. That's what these are. So I put those on along with some powder blue ribbon and some powder blue velvet fabric. So this one's just gonna have to evolve. And I've got one of our amaryllis arrangements right here as well. And here's a look at Samantha's tree. We had such a ball putting this together. But it's got a lot of pink ornaments that we picked up down at the garden center, pink butterflies, lots of sparkle. Look at these right here. Ballet shoes. There's a couple of Precious Moments ornaments on here that Dana down at the garden center gave Samantha. This one I got from the garden center as well, this little white flower. And then she immediately put her stuffed animals underneath it. So fun, and she laid underneath it for a while. But we did this pink velvet ribbon. I picked this up at Walmart. Here's another one of the Precious Moments. I love the butterflies. So pretty. And we've got the felted pink mouse with the crown. Back downstairs now, you guys. I just wanted to give you a final look at the great room. This is where we spend most of our time, but look at all the lights outside. It's like we are surrounded, absolutely surrounded by lights. It's so festive and we're just loving it. But that pretty much concludes our tour for the inside Christmassy things. There's a couple projects that we might be working on, like I might pop some lights in that garland around the nativity. I've got the dried oranges and the sugared fruit that I would like to incorporate in a project, but at this point I consider us completely and fully decked out. We just get to enjoy the month, enjoy the decorations, enjoy all the twinkle lights and the festivity. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Hope you're having a great Christmas season, and we will see you in the next video.